Yeah, what it do, YouTube? What's the deal, good people? How y'all feeling, man? I hope y'all feeling blessed. Stay blessed as usual, all that good stuff. As you can see by the title, we gonna talk about, basically, I'm convincing y'all for the 1,000th, a millionth time, a trillionth time, to get y'all CDL, man. My boy, he calls me the fucking, the CDL spokesperson or whatever the hell he be saying, because I'm always telling people, get your CDL, get your CDL. It's life-changing, man, and I want to provide y'all a few examples of, shit I've seen on the web of people telling their experiences and their journeys and all this and that. But it's amazing, man, and then it's amazing, man, and I got a few, I got a good story myself. But yeah, man, this video is for the ones, and this is not, I posted a funny one last week, but that was just the, funny shit. If you could ride a lawnmower, you could get your CDL. But no, speaking of that, this is for the ones, this video is for the ones that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you fear being in a big truck, or if you've been contemplating on getting it, or if you just been procrastinating on getting it, because, a lot of LTL drivers, they go to these strippers and receivers, and then they'll chop it up with a person or whatever, and then like, hey man, what's it like to be a truck driver, yada yada yada. I've been thinking about getting it, yada yada yada. But yeah, man, this is for that person, man or woman, that's just been contemplating, needed some more insight on it. Stay tuned, man. We're gonna get y'all the game, so here we go. Yes, sir. But 1 millionth and one time and counting, get your CDL. Get your CDL, man. It's life-changing. It saved a lot of people's lives. I got a few witnesses. I've been watching them for a minute. It saved a few people's lives, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention, man, trucking is everlasting, dude. Trucking, as long as you got a CDL, even if it's not the best CDL, trucking is everlasting. You're always gonna have a job. So trucking isn't going anywhere no time soon. I don't care how many driverless trucks they make. You're gonna always have a job. They're gonna need truckers, no matter what state, no matter what city, no matter what bureau, country, continent. Man, it don't matter. Trucking, you're gonna have a job. Believe me. Like I said, trucking is everlasting. Trucking has changed a lot of people's lives. Trucking has bought people their dream cars or dream houses, whatever the case may be. I got me a little something good out there, but that's besides the fact. But trucking is here to stay, man. It isn't going anywhere. Like I said, they can make, I don't care how many driverless trucks. You can't replace a human, and that goes beyond trucking. Whether it's in the restaurant industry, dude, you're gonna always have a job. I'm not saying bounce from job to job, but if that's what you want to do, that's you. That's your journey. That's your prerogative, however the case may be. But trucking isn't going anywhere, man. And just to add to that about getting your CDL, I'm gonna throw in there, maximize your CDL journey while you're at it. You know what I'm saying? This is your journey. This is your story. How do you want it to be told? So this is your book. What type of chapter are you entering, or how do you want to tell your story? So my suggestions, my idea is to get all your endorsements. You know what I'm saying? I got mine kind of late. However, I did get mine. I would recommend that you get them all, maybe when you first start, because if you're not doing reefer or drive-in, you're probably gonna need the endorsement. So now if you're feeling overwhelmed, I did pass tanker and hazmat on my second attempt. Dude, I passed my doubles and triples on my 5th attempt. That's crazy to say. It's like the second time I'm admitting that. First time on camera. It is what it is, man. So if you feeling down or just feel like giving up, don't. I passed it on my 5th attempt. They say doubles and triples are easier, but I just don't know what happened. I got a brain fart every time. But that's neither here nor there, or that's another story for another time. But yeah, man. And while you're at it, get your TWIC card. TWIC card enables you or allows you to be at the port, or just transfer from one port to the next without needing an escort, which is time consuming. And truckers, we all about that time, because time is money. If the wheels ain't rolling, ain't no dough coming in. You feel what I'm saying? So, but if you really want to make the money and you're in it just for trucking, I got a few ideas and leads on the food industry, not the food, the food hauling. So like I'm hearing mixed reviews about it. However, it's still a good route to take. Car hauling, you could do heavy hauling, which I think is only maybe like OTR. You could do, like I said, tanker, you could do LTL. There's a lot of different, accounts and fields and lanes you could take in trucking. That's like the great thing and diverse thing about it. Trucking is so, it's really amazing, man. If you think about it, I'm geeked over here just talking about it. All right, just to speak on more the food service part, you got Cisco, US Foods. I know Penske is one of them. You got McLean, you got Lipari, and those are all touch freight, no matter how you want to look at it. I was with Werner when I started off. That's touch freight also, but that was regional. I don't know if they have any daily accounts or local accounts. That'd be dope if they did. But yeah, those 4 I just named are all full service where, you got to drive to, I believe most of restaurants, few 7-Elevens, few Little Caesars, it varies. Yeah, from what I hear, you definitely gonna have to work for your money. So you're gonna hear different reviews from Cisco, Lipari, US Foods, McLean. You're gonna hear different things. And that's just any company. You're gonna have experience here, you're gonna have experience there. You just gotta go and really, experience this shit for yourself. So that's the full service part about it. But I can see it being great, if you're not a hard worker, or if you're not one of them people who thinks like, oh, you mean to tell me I gotta drive the truck and unload it? No, I ain't doing all that. So if you really want to make bank, probably get like 2K a week, be up there in the 150 range annually, then the full service is for you, So that's one part of it. Second part, LTL. Now I just left Central, right? I'm always shitting them, I'm clowning them. They still trash, don't get me wrong. But I'm with FedEx right now, so you got FedEx, Central, you got Estes, you got XPO, you got R&L, you got Estes. You got a few more, But and don't get me wrong, they all the same. It's just who has the better name, which it's all the same, to be honest, man. But yeah, I'm liking it at FedEx so far, but it's all the same. It's all LTL, which is less than truckload. There's really no touch freight. You might have to touch freight here and there, but Central for sure, you gotta get on the high-low and unload your trailer. You gotta break that trailer. Like I said, if you're not gonna be one of the people who's gonna be complaining all day, like, oh, I got 15 stops, and I think I came to the conclusion recently, I think FedEx Freight and just FedEx Ground, or just FedEx in general, may be the same thing as FedEx Ground, but you're just in a semi. I don't know, I just threw that in there. That's what I'll be thinking about throughout the day. I could be wrong. Comment on that part of the video. Let me know in the comments. Am I tripping? Am I right? What y'all think? Yeah, man, do it till it comes easy. You could have your CDL and be telling the person who doesn't have it, who don't know anything about CDL, you could be like, oh, you gotta make sure the tandem is in the right hole, and you got a blind side, and you can't drive past 11 hours. All that is in our brain, and you can't be like over 40,000 pounds. Like all that's in our brain, but you could be telling a person who doesn't know a thing about trucks, and they'd be like, oh, that's a lot. But it's really not a lot to us. We just know it, and we know it. We do it unconsciously. So like I said, just do it till it becomes easy, and you don't even think about it anymore. Almost like the pre-trip, almost like making a wild turn into something like just stuff that you do without thinking, So like I said, do it till it becomes easy, do it till it becomes second nature. Yeah, man, even if you want to do the CDL thing, and even if you want to go OTR. I'm not the OTR guy. I know people who enjoy it, people who love it. That's not me. But yeah, I was talking to a guy at a shipper yesterday, and he was like, yeah, man, I'll even do that for a while if I had to, you know what I'm saying? But hey, man, we not getting no younger. Go ahead and do what you want to do. Stop thinking on it. Stop. It's cool to get opinions from people, but don't, you know what I'm saying? Do what you make the best choice, man. If it's a wrong choice, quote unquote wrong choice, do it, learn from it, make your adjustments, move on, move forward. or just, you know, make a better decision next time, or just capitalize off that decision, or do whatever you gotta do, man. But don't be thinking long, and you study long, you study wrong, man. That's the phrase. Maybe if I started my career earlier, I probably would have been cool OTR, because I could see that being fun. Maybe having a little fun with the content, going OTR, going in Vegas, going in California, going to places I've never heard of, or a city where I got no business being. But right now, I'm trying to get shit structured. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, man, another lifetime. Yeah, maybe OTR would have been fun, but I did the regional thing. And that was cool, you know what I'm saying? Coming home every weekend. That was cool, that was fun as hell, you know what I'm saying? Getting the experience at the truck stops, in the rest area, sleeping in the truck, being on the highway, being on, what's that? What 94 turns into? I-80? Always traffic, up and down Indiana and Illinois. Don't miss those times. But it's, you know, it's cool, man, but just wanted something different. So I came home. But yeah, man, even if that's your envision or how you want your shit to go, do that, man. Just, they got accounts when you come home every other day. They got shit like that, man. I tell people all the time, because most of the people I know, they got kids, they got families, they got other stuff, they got their hands in. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You could truck on the side, you feel me? Trucking gonna always be there. Oh yeah, and one more thing. I just think the upgrade and the benefit financially is on a way larger scale than if you weren't to have your CDL. I'm just speaking, I'm kind of just rambling, but I'm just looking at it like, okay, if you go from like a waitress to like a CDL holder, that's a big jump to where if you were to go from like a waitress to like a cashier, because we know waiters and waitresses, they make like $3 something an hour, but they get money, don't get me wrong. I'm just using that as an example. You could say a cashier who probably gets paid, what, 15, 16 at McDonald's. And I don't know what they make weekly, but hey, most trucking companies, you know, you get paid every week, good benefits. I'm just looking at that as like, okay, boom, you got the CDL, and then like I said, if you get your endorsements, you do some heavy hauling, you get your own truck, then that gap widens and increases. So that's just how I look at it, man. CDL, you got endless opportunities, endless accounts, plenty of ways to make it. Like I said, you always have a job. It's the life, man. It's a good lifestyle to get into. Whether you want to be local, regional, or OTR, make the most out of it, you know what I'm saying? So that's the last part. That's really all I got. So hey, if you like this video, like the video, comment your thoughts, anything you want to say, gotta say. I'm gonna definitely get back to you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. Peace.